Hey Pisces, welcome into the channel. My name is Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we're going to be looking at your energy for the next couple weeks. So let's get into it, Pisces. Tensions have been high lately. I hope that whatever you're navigating through is not too painful, not too arduous. It's just the way the astrology is playing out over last week, and definitely check out the weekly reading, for this week as well. I talk a little bit more about the astrology. We're going to be moving into Cancer season at the end of this week, and we also have a full moon in Capricorn if you are watching this in real time. These messages are always timeless, so whenever you find them, take what resonates, use your discernment, and leave the rest behind. That can't be good. We'll start off with an energy clearing just to set the intention, set the tone of the reading, cleanse out any blocked obstacles or roadblocks we might be coming into, places that we feel confused or not really certain how to proceed forward. This sets the intention, sets the tone. It's also a really good time to set your own intention. If there are specific messages you would like Spirit to deliver, now is the time to ask and be open to receive. All right, Pisces, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is blocking the highest and best messages from coming through. Fear, doubt, insecurity, lack of worth, lack of value, anger, frustration. Release that from our being. Help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. Amen. All right, Pisces. So as I was saying, tension has been mounting and definitely feeling a lot of the feels. It's this frustration between what we've been putting time, energy, intention towards, and not necessarily seeing the fruits of our labor in the way that we had hoped. There's something that you are regretting, something that you did work really hard on. This might be something in the past, or maybe you're going through a period of release, loss, letting go. I feel your emotional energy is pretty heavy as we're walking into this reading. Spirit's wanting you to not only have compassion towards others, towards the situation, but towards yourself as well. It's hard not to get down on ourselves, especially when something doesn't go the way that we wanted it to. It was a nice idea, it was a nice fantasy, but the reality of it really just wasn't authentically meant for you. And yes, we need to take time to grieve, to mourn, to feel our feels. It's also very important right now to learn the lesson that was embedded in that experience. It's time to commit to your path moving forward, and especially as it relates to your abundance. What do I mean by that? I mean, it's a lot about making choices that honor what you're trying to bring into your life, what you're trying to manifest, and not putting pieces into the puzzle, even if they don't quite fit. Being a little bit more aware and listening to your intuition. You're one of the most intuitive signs in the zodiac, and oftentimes it can be challenging to trust our intuitive instincts and insights, but it is going to bring a lot of freedom. And as much as we're disappointed about what doesn't work, it also shows that something new and something beautiful is coming in for you. It might not look exactly how you had anticipated, but it is connecting you back with your passion. It's reminding you of who you are, what you want, what you desire. And this might be something that you have been thinking about for a long time, or maybe it's been in your heart for a long time. Maybe even since you were a child is what I'm hearing, because it has this very playful and childlike energy to it. And Spirit wants you to be reminded of this part of yourself that is passionate, that is excited about the life that you're leading. And so often we try to find that excitement through things that, like I said, they might not fit. And so Spirit really wants you to evaluate, what does this look like? What is in your life right now that just doesn't feel right? Why is it in your life? Why do you continue to invest time and energy into it? And what are some choices that are going to get you over the hurdle, over to the next side? There is freedom for you in this space, even though right now it doesn't really feel like that. Four of Cups energy really talks about getting lost in those emotions, feeling down and out, maybe even a little depressed, not being able to kind of switch your mindset into what makes you excited and passionate. And again, that's very normal, especially when we are dealing with loss of something that we really care about, especially as it relates to an idea, a belief that has been with us for a long time, a person. Six of Cups energy. Double confirmation on that childlike innocence. Approaching new beginnings with curiosity. A decision has to be made over these next couple weeks, and I don't know, I'm hearing like it's hard to listen, it's hard to pay attention. You might be feeling like there's a lot of noise or a lot of opinions coming your way, people kind of feeding into the situation. Someone wants to see how things unfold, waiting on it. So there's a lot of waiting energy over the next couple weeks for you. And, you know, in a positive way, things are moving forward. I feel like you're dealing with something where you really have to evaluate, like I was saying in the beginning, is it worth your time and your energy? Or where would that be better put? It is a reevaluation process. And you feel a lot of burden. I feel like you've been upholding a lot and it's stressful. Someone doesn't agree with you. Someone wants you to do it differently. Someone wants you to wait it out before you make a firm decision about what the right way to move is. Yeah, they're trying to prevent this tower moment. They're trying to prevent a breakdown of something. I feel like you're done with it already. You're kind of over it. Because in some ways, this feels like it's taken you away from what you are passionate about. Whether you did this, you know, because you felt like you needed to fill in the gaps, to help someone out, to keep something or someone up and running, a situation, the Lovers. We get Lovers, Six of Cups. So partnership, connection, again, emphasizing dealing with someone, something that there is a different opinion on the approach or on what is happening. Someone doesn't want it to move too quickly. They just want it to move slow, you know? And there's indecision. And I feel like that's kind of why you're in this Four of Cups energy, because it's like, if I'm not getting the response that I want or need from this person, from this situation, then I really need to switch my perspective and understand what is the best path forward for me. What is going to make the most sense in my life? What is going to give me that feeling of victory and success? Rocky ground. A situation, a relationship is on rocky ground. And I feel like it's been really hard to find commonality, harmony, synergy. I feel like you've had a lot on your plate, or a lot was put on your plate. It doesn't feel like it was all your responsibility, but it feels like you were the one who took it on to make something happen, to kind of spark this creative energy. And now the tide is shifting, it's changing. Because there is something new coming in with this Ace of Wands as the weeks progress that does feel more passionate. It does feel more in alignment with what you want. But I feel like it's gonna be a little tricky to get there. Not necessarily with the offer. I feel like the offer comes naturally to you. And again, it's something that's reconnecting you with this passionate part of yourself. But at the same time, you might have to, or feel like you have to, self-protect when it comes to certain people, certain relationships, certain opinions. You know you're going to get some naysayers around this. That's that feeling of heaviness that's coming through. You're also judging yourself a lot. There's a lot of guilt and shame living in the shoulda, woulda, coulda. If I only would have done this, or if it would have worked out this way. Yeah, we can always evaluate how we can make better decisions the next time around, but we don't want to get stuck in the what ifs, because this is how it played out. And the reality is, the better we can understand it, understand the lesson, understand choices we would have made differently, the better we're going to be off in the future. Because it can't necessarily be changed with what is going on right now. And, you know, I feel like this is an energy. Excuse me, my nose is itching really badly. Sorry. It's been like the whole reading. I know that's not like, whatever. Anyway, it feels like you have to be very quiet about what you're choosing. I would be very choosy about who and what you tell, especially when this new idea or new opportunity comes in. There is a level, like we were talking about, of self-protection that needs to be in place for yourself, your ideas. Be mindful about who you share those ideas with as well. Not wanting anyone to take those as their own. Or even, like I was saying, I do feel like you're going to come into some resistance, some naysayers. So really be mindful about how much of your plans you divulge. And again, not in a way to lie or be shady, but sometimes it's that value of new birth, right? The nest is all about our stability, our foundation, our home that we create for ourselves, money, finance, career, business, etc. And sometimes when something is new, it is in more of a fragile state, right? Like we have to nurture it in order to grow. And a lot of times when something is in that place, we don't want to let too many people or opinions in, because it completely changes the trajectory of what we're trying to grow and build. Where are you getting that life support? Are you trusting yourself? Are you listening to that intuitive guidance? Are you finding that support, that life force in yourself? Or are you relying on it from outside validation? Maybe you're used to getting the thumbs up from certain people and it's changed, right? I feel like you've seen a lot around people and situations recently that are changing your perspective, changing your approach. Someone is bringing in some information that's going to continue to push you forward. You'll be seeing things more clearly. And it's not going to be as difficult of a decision to make moving forward, because I feel like the information comes in as something that you need, right? It's part of that fuel. It might be a little bit bitter. It might not be exactly what you want to hear, but like I said, it gives you that fuel. You're seeing places where you've been trying to mend someone else's brokenness or something that they're breaking. It's like you're picking up the pieces after another person, but also in a way to kind of like save them is what I'm hearing. Whether you're a lover, a healer, you feel bad for them, you're just trying to give a helping hand, or for some reason you took on the responsibility for this. And that's great. You know, what a beautiful heart you have of love and compassion. But now it's time to have that compassion for yourself and really reevaluate what deserves your time and your energy. Specifically what you want. This isn't about anybody else. Your reading is very much focused on you. Yeah, there's people at play, there's people involved, but this is about you empowering you, really listening to your gut instincts, listening to what you desire, and then taking action steps accordingly, not being afraid of that. So I hope this reading helped, Pisces. Thank you so much for your time and energy, especially if you've made it this far in the video. I super appreciate you always. Know that I am sending all the love and blessings as you navigate through this new change in your life. Definitely drop comments below if it resonated, or if you just want a helping hand of support. I love to be there. Thank you for your time and energy always. Lots of love. Talk to you soon.